The emergency room doctor tied off the patient's nerve while stitching him up and never realized it. Come join me as I share with you this remarkable story of how this gentleman who put his arm through a glass window, suffered a significant injury to his artery, now gets rushed to the emergency room. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law here in the state of New York. Now, in this instance, this gentleman got very upset. He had heard something terrible about his sister. He got so angry, he put his fist right through a glass window. And as a result of that, this window shattered and severed his artery. Now, he had a pumper. He had blood pulsing out of his arm because this was an artery and now he was losing blood drastically. Immediately after this happened, his friend was with him, put him in his car, took him right to the hospital, which was only 5 minutes away. So now in the hospital, besides putting pressure on the arm, they need to get a doctor in to sew him up quickly. They need to do this to save this guy's life, otherwise he'll bleed to death. The doctor goes ahead, starts stitching him up. And what the doctor didn't realize at that time was that he inadvertently caught the nerve and failed to recognize it. So now, once he finished stitching him up, bandaged him up, now he didn't go ahead and do the neurological test that he should have done, which would have given him an indication that there was a problem. Now when the patient's told to come back, following week, that's exactly what he does. He comes back, but now he's making complaints to the doctors and the nurses there. He now says, listen, I'm getting funny feelings, tingling feelings in my fingers. And they say, don't worry, it's because of the injury. Now that you're all stitched up, you'll be fine. So now the patient goes back the following week. Same exact complaint, but now the complaint is a little bit stronger. And again, they tell him everything's normal, everything's fine. It's not until a month after the injury occurred, now he voices these complaints again. So the senior attending doctor recognizes that the patient has a problem, and he sends him off to a hand specialist. And immediately the hand specialist realizes that there's a problem. He recognizes that there is a clear nerve injury. Now the question becomes, did he suffer this nerve injury as a result of him putting his hand through the glass, severing the artery as well as a nerve? Or is this something that happened while they're treating him? So now he goes for exploratory surgery by the hand surgeon. And during the course of surgery, something remarkable is seen. What does the doctor see? He sees the exact nerve that is literally tied off with the suture material. This was non-absorbable suture material. It had not dissolved. So now the surgeon clearly sees it. And what does he have to do? He literally has to cut out that portion of the nerve. So the doctor tells the patient, listen, I tried to get the nerves as close as possible together, but these nerves grow extremely slowly, and if anything, you might begin to get some sensation or feeling in a year or two. So why do I share this great story with you? I share it with you to give you an insight and an understanding to one situation involving an emergency room doctor who clearly violated the basic standards of medical care. You know, I realize you're watching this because you likely have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter happened here in New York and you do have legal questions, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day, and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at Oginski-law.com. That's it for today's quick video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a great day.